Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. It's getting noisy and messy. Earlier today, Matiangi obtained court orders stopping his arrest. And he also saw an affidavit explaining that Ruto and the Director of Public Prosecution met in Mombasa sometimes back and planned his arrest. Listen to this before we continue.
Katika hati kiapo chake, Matiangi ameiambia mahakama kuwa kuna njama iliyopangwa wakati wa kongamano la viongozi wa mashtaka barani Afrika lililohudhuriwa na Rais William Ruto jijini Mombasa mwezi uliopita. Hajji akiapa kumchukulia hatua waziri huyo wa zamani kuhusu madai hayo.
I have looked at his application in court and he has alleged that me and the president met on the sideline to plan in Mombasa when we had the African Prosecutors Association to plan against him. That in itself is a perjury, and I will take him to task. I will take that affidavit to task because it's unacceptable. Let him table that evidence that we did that.
Aidha, katika hati kiapo chake, Matiangi pia amedai kuwa baadhi ya mawaziri wenzake wa zamani pia wanalengwa na taasisi za serikali.
Yes, I consider that a bombshell. Matiangi is just revealing that William Ruto and the Director of Public Prosecution met sometimes in Mombasa and planned his arrest, and not only him alone, but also some other CSs who served under Uhuru Kenyatta. In this video, as usual, I want us to dig deep into this story for Kenyans to know where the truth lies in all this, because this is clearly coming out as a noisy and messy situation. Let's dig deep. The big question between Matiangi and Ruto and his team, who do you think Kenyans can trust? Who is lying here? Director of Public Prosecution is just exposing to Kenyans that Matiangi has sworn affidavit where he is saying, Matiangi is saying Ruto and him, Noordin Hajji, met in Mombasa and planned his arrest. So in a nutshell, Matiangi is just confirming to Kenyans that the Director of Public Prosecution is not independent, but is being controlled from State House. Between Matiangi and Ruto's team, who can Kenyans trust? It's a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that all these things boils down to integrity. It's a fact Kenyans, a whooping majority, cannot trust Ruto and Noordin Hajji. Ruto, if you look at his background, he has been proved beyond any reasonable doubt that he has lying tendencies. That's a fact. When Ruto says south, be rest assured, he means north. If he says west, be rest assured, he means the east. The same Director of Public Prosecution brought some cases against some individuals. That was during Uhuru Kenyatta's time. In William Ruto's time, he is saying he was being forced to press some charges against individuals. And he's still holding on to office. He sees no need of resigning. So even the integrity of the Director of Public Prosecution himself, his integrity is questioned. He's also coming out as not honest. And in all these stories, something tells me very strongly Matiangi might be saying the truth. And I'm saying that because all these things just started after Matiangi spoke very boldly against William Ruto's government during Magoa's, when they paid a visit to the late Magoa's family. And that might have angered William Ruto and his team. So they are on a mission to revenge and to cut Matiangi and Uhuru Kenyatta's team into size. And it's highly possible that what Matiangi is saying might actually be true. And if you look at it from a different angle, though that expose of those remarks by Matiangi just confirms one thing. William Ruto and his team, their main business is actually to hoodwink Kenyans, that they are actually delivering, or they are actually out for justice, while in actual sense, they are not out for justice, they are out for revenge. And this is also exposing Ruto as just lying once more to Kenyans. William Ruto, when he was sworn in as the president, he made it very clear that his government will not use government institutions to play politics or to settle political scores. The truth of the matter, by William Ruto instructing or having a plan or a deal with the Director of Public Prosecution to prosecute Matiangi or any other leader who served in Uhuru Kenyatta's government, Ruto is using government institutions to play politics. And even from the way the Director of Public Prosecution is talking, he's talking very angrily. And that can just confirm that maybe what Matiangi said is actually true. Yes. What Matiangi said might actually be true, because ukweli huwa inauma sana. That's why he's talking that angrily. And even from his body language, you can just tell that he's also not being honest with the Kenyans. And also from that expose by Matiangi, I'm seeing a very high possibility where in the coming days, we are going to experience very interesting political moments in Kenya. I'm seeing a William Ruto's team that is determined to actually cow, or rather intimidate or silence some leaders. And for me, I see it, that can only lead to hardline positions and hardening of those leaders. He is using government institutions to silence or to intimidate. And that kind of an information, Matiangi having served as security minister, I believe he still has some inside sources. So William Ruto and his team are most likely going to find it very hard, in that anything they plan actually will just be exposed. Anything they plan, it will just be revealed. So Ruto and his team should also be prepared for that. As they plan their things, they must know that walls have got ears. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when I was starting, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To any other person who wants to support us here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, or feel free to channel your support to the number. Feel free. That expose, if indeed it's true that Matiangi has filed that kind of an affidavit in court, then I'm seeing William Ruto's government is doomed to fail. This is a vindictive and a very revengeful government. That's not how to build a country. Ruto should forget about the past. Let him forge ahead by giving Kenyans development, not going after leaders who served under Uhuru Kenyatta. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.